After the release of Suicide Squad, a direct sequel was immediately planned, as well as numerous spin-offs focusing on Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and a team-up movie based on the Gotham City Sirens comics. Director David Ayer was originally set to come back and direct the sequel, but chose to work on the Sirens movie instead. Unfortunately, the project never got off the ground and was promptly cancelled. Hard luck there, David.
Damn it.
With Ayer out of the picture, Warner Brothers were now on the hunt for a new director. Ruben Fleischer, David Espinosa, Jonathan Levine, and David Goyer were all considered for the job, until the studio finally selected, of all people, Mel Gibson. Better than hiring him for Black Adam, I suppose.
No fucking problem.
However, delays in script writing pushed the film's planned start date to mid-2018, at which point Gibson left the project.
I'm not joining your goddamn Suicide Squad.
Jaume Collet-Serra and Gavin O'Connor were both asked to replace Gibson, but both chose to pursue other projects, and the prospects of a new Suicide Squad movie were becoming less and less likely. Until the arrival of one James Gunn.
Oh, fuck.
Gunn had recently been fired from his job directing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 after a series of controversial tweets resurfaced. So he decided to cheat on Marvel when Warner Brothers approached him to helm a project within the DCEU. He was originally asked to write a new Superman film, but Gunn was unsure if he wanted to take on the Man of Steel just yet. So the studio offered him the opportunity to direct any DC project that he liked. And he chose the Suicide Squad as he was a huge fan of the comics. Guess he didn't see the first one then.
Absolutely.
When it came time to make his own version of the Squad, the studio told Gunn that he could take or leave as many elements from the first movie as he wanted, and that he could even kill off as many characters as he wanted, regardless of their popularity. The director was extremely keen to make the film his own, rather than being a direct continuation of the first, though he did insist on bringing back Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
I like the ring of that.
When writing the script, Gunn took great inspiration from 60s and 70s war movies such as The Great Escape, The Dirty Dozen, and Kelly's Heroes. And he also drew heavily from John Ostrada's run of comics when writing the characters, as he felt using more obscure villains would keep the film much more faithful to the source material. I wanted to stick with John Ostrada's original vision of mostly second-rate antagonists. There's an innate tragic element to supervillains who aren't even that good at being bad.
What?
Gunn also insisted that the film be rated R, and though Warners were hesitant, they eventually agreed as they felt Gunn's involvement was a worthy trade-off for the higher rating. When it came to casting, a number of actors reprised their roles from the first film, but noticeably absent was Will Smith, who allegedly opted not to return due to scheduling issues. Yeah, man would star in After Earth, but not Suicide Squad 2.
Wowza.
Gunn then began talks with Idris Elba, and though it was rumoured that he would be replacing Smith as Deadshot, it was eventually revealed that he would instead be playing a completely different character known as Bloodsport, who has the exact same powers as Deadshot, the exact same backstory as Deadshot, the exact same personality as Deadshot, the exact same character arc as Deadshot, and the exact same role in the plot as Deadshot. But he's a completely different character.
You are perceivably panicked.
There was also a debacle over who would be the film's villain. Gunn originally wanted the Squad to go up against Superman, but conflicting issues over whether Cavill would be returning as the character prevented this from happening. And you know, he'd flatten them all in 3 seconds.
Damn.
The villain was then switched to Starro the Conqueror, as Gunn thought he was equal parts horrifying and ridiculous, and he also felt that there would be no better opportunity to portray the character faithfully on film. Shooting began in Atlanta before moving to Panama for a month, wrapping in 2020. And the Suicide Squad, because apparently putting the word "the" in front of the title automatically makes it more badass, was released in both cinemas and on HBO Max on August the 5th, 2021. But due to the COVID pandemic, it was a box office flop, only grossing $169 million against its $185 million budget. However, it did prove to be a huge success on streaming, becoming the 7th most streamed film of the year, and reviews were extremely positive, universally deeming the film as an improvement to the first. I think getting cancer of the arsehole would be an improvement to the first. I mean, check out their artsy camera work. Oh, God, it's so creative. But hey, I'm just glad that Captain Boomerang is back. He's my favourite. I'm starting to get worried. We need Captain Boomerang.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I'm so sad and lonely. Want some sweet mama come and rescue me?
What I don't quite understand is that the movie takes the time to make fun of how ridiculous these characters are, and sometimes it is pretty funny, don't get me wrong.
Is Mongo an alien or some type of god?
Yo, is this a dog?
What?
Is this thing a dog?
A dog?
Yes.
What? What kind of dog do you think it is, mate?
What the fuck?
I didn't pick the damn team!
But then they introduced to the actual team, so They get rid of the ridiculous ones after making fun of them, and they then are joined by someone who can control rats. Sylvester Stallone playing a talking shark, and I'm not even sure who they're talking to here. And fucking Polka Dot Man!
Polka Dot Man. What does he do? Throw polka dots at people? He does. He throws polka dots at people. It's the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester.
Coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head.
But they're still delivered seriously. I'm not taking anything Polka Dot Man says seriously. And they even make fun of how forgettable their characters are.
They killed Milton!
Milton was still with us?
Where did you think he was?
I don't know. I thought he stayed back with the bus. What was Milton gonna do?
He was helping us!
Who's Milton?
What?
I don't remember any Milton.
So it's okay! We're shit and stupid!
You're a goddamn liar.
It's not even like it's dumb as fuck like Shazam. I never got the impression that this is a stupid, silly comedy. Hell, half of it is filled with blood everywhere. It just doesn't work for me when I can't take the serious moments seriously. And when they do try to be funny, it's not funny.
Is that rat waving at me?
It appears it is.
I mean, Stallone is just Killer Croc again. He's just this big dumb monster who says silly things.
Bird.
Now it. Stay off the comm.
Although it is pretty amusing picturing Sylvester Stallone just standing in a recording studio being paid a shitload of money just to say dumb shit like bird, even if sometimes it clearly sounds like they just left him drunk alone in the studio.
New dumb friends.
Although watching Pete Davidson getting his face shot off is always a plus. Look, even these guys can't believe what the fuck they're watching. And why are they even trying this plan with criminals again? You nearly ended the world last time, and this time you even have a fully formed Justice League to help instead, you morons. But I guess we're on Cartoon Network now. And for the love of God, just having Harley Quinn run headfirst into danger doesn't automatically make her a psycho. Just give her schizophrenic episodes. It's not that hard. How have you failed in 4 movies to make a psycho character psycho? The opening credits don't actually begin until 14 minutes into the film, and I must say they're handled much better in this one. They're really edited together well with some great music. But unlike Will Smith in the first one, Idris Elba is a terrible parent in this one.
You're a terrible father.
Hey, I didn't ask to be a father in the first place.
You make that perfectly
Your
clear.
mother sprung that one on me.
Well, she's not around anymore, so you could lay off of her, okay?
Oh, I tried to lay off her, but then she dragged out the paternity test.
Fuck you!
No, fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
So you want us to kill Luna?
No, but perhaps an acting class wouldn't go amiss. Okay, I love Cena, but he is painfully unfunny in this.
Starfish is a slang term for a butthole. Think there's any connection?
And I've decided that you should eat a big bag of dicks. How's that?
You're being facetious. But if this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, and somebody said I'd eat every dick until the beach was clean for liberty, I would say no problemo.
Why would someone put penises all over the beach?
Although I will admit, he does get better throughout the movie. And then he dies. Alright, I gotta admit, didn't see that coming. I mean, the TV show says he survives, but look at this. Get fucked. He died. He's fucking dead. But sometimes 1 or 2 good ones slip through.
You're laughing at me for, man? Why the fuck are you in your underwear? Tighty whities? Really?
Now that's just racist.
Even from Harley.
We failed the mission. You die.
If we find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
Yeah. Oh, shocked too. Oh no, I just hope Polka Dot Man makes it out okay. You even get the huge emotional moment as Rat Lady tries to befriend the fucking shark. I also refuse to take Cena seriously when he has that shit on his face. Look at it. He was less laughable as a robot. Yeah, that happened. Okay, there is a funny scene where they rip off Lord of the Rings with Cena and Elba competing with kills, which does look pretty cool and it is pretty damn funny. Followed by the funniest part of the whole film.
Why did my people not alert me of your arrival?
We didn't see any people.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody.
There's no one out there.
I turned them into my mother in my head and killed them.
It does have its moments, even if it has Doctor Who cosplaying as Pinhead.
Oh, wow. I'm a princess.
Who kills people? Yeah, we even get more backstory of Harley because apparently Birds of Prey wasn't enough. And then we actually get this stupid Disney montage of her love. She's a damn killer.
And I am a bachelor.
So I want you to get hitched?
My people say you would make the perfect wife.
Who murders and tortures people for a laugh.
And killing kids, it's kind of a red flag. I will kill you. I do not care that you're a kid.
Hey guys, when you write a movie, maybe give your previous ones a watch. Oh, poor Harley. Poor thing. Then everyone bursts in and nobody shoots her for some reason. Why would you not shoot her in this circumstance? Gunn does this weird caption thing throughout the movie, but it actually does look kind of cool and makes it look a lot more like a comic book. They are quite creative at times to show some time lapses or the locations or even motivations relevant to the plot. Oh, and we get this whole intense backstory of fucking Polka Dot Man. Ha ha ha, look, he's seeing everyone as fat. Fat people are funny in 2021. It's 2021 and you're still, they're fat. This is the best DC film? Which is then followed by an emotional backstory for Ratface. To be fair, it's a cool visual to have the flashback taking place outside the bus window. And I will admit, Harley killing a man and then casually escaping to some really happy music is actually pretty funny. But this is one shit prison if a single woman can fight her way out of freedom single-handedly. The story itself isn't great, but I guess we're meant to ignore all of the boring parts because hey, at least it's got gore. That's the thing with these films. Because we're so used to dog shit with the DCEU, we're just willing to accept anything. If a movie is mediocre, well done, guys. We got one that isn't complete shit. This one's got blood and gore. We'll take it. We'll take anything at this point. I can't help but feel that's the main appeal. There's so many bad comedy moments, lazy cliches, even of Harley being rescued but breaking out on her own anyway. But it's all forgiven because blood in a superhero film, blood.
Gracias.
Harley ends up firing away at a bunch of troops while shitting out flowers apparently, and then everyone else bleeds them. Was James Gunn okay when he made this? This is a pretty cool shot showing the action in the reflection, although also overdone. And Cena does get a cool moment piercing Rick Flag's heart, and after 2 movies with the character, it actually is quite an emotional moment. No! Many have called this the best one. I am watching polka dots being thrown dramatically, and it's the best one. It's not even funny. This movie sucks. Yes, you have gore. Very good gore. It doesn't mean a fucking thing when your script is poo-poo. Yeah, and apparently he has superhuman legs too. It's a shame because you can tell that the actors really are giving it their absolute all. But I am watching a giant starfish destroy a city. Again, it's not even done in a ridiculously funny way. It's just dumb. But why is Waller even shocked? Did she forget what happened in the first film? An evil enchantress nearly ended the world. Why are you shocked that a giant starfish... Actually, never mind. I think that would still surprise me. Yeah.
It's your mom!
We are watching Polka Dot Man's fat mother destroy a city. This movie's Okay, never mind. Originally, Ratcatcher was actually going to be killed off in the 3rd act, but this was switched to Polka Dot Man as Gunn felt like he had the most complete arc out of all of the characters. Really? We are watching Harley Quinn swim with rats. I want to castrate myself with a spork. Oh, and don't forget Weasel. Yeah, Weasel was important. But remember, this is the best. What is it? Fuck. It has some funny moments and some really creative ideas. The gore is great, and although there's a couple of bad reads, the acting is pretty good with a decent musical score, but there's so much bad comedy and ridiculousness without any actual humor that it falls flat to me. It's a mess. It tries to be dark and edgy with its gore and cinematic style, but then gives you a giant starfish. It tries to be dark and edgy with its editing and musical score, but then gives you flying polka dots. It's like watching Batman Returns in 2021. A confused, annoying, and schizophrenic clusterfuck that has no idea what it wants to be. But hey, it's not the first Suicide Squad, so therefore it's a masterpiece. Yeah, come on guys. Give me a hate for this.